We are starting, and things are happening.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
I'm gonna be honest, I still don't know how I don't have any white gold. Do I have any? Oh, I have several in Velen. Okay. I got a bunch of shit I gotta get done in Velen and Novigrad's. Never mind. No. That's Gwent. That's Gwent. That's Gwent. That's Gwent. I don't care about Gwent. Yeah, those are probably fine. And now I have to go back to Skellige to do the advanced alchemy. The advanced alchemy. What am I doing? That is over 1,000 steps.
Army's packed, then the Hawks, now the Ogre. Must be having a war.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the Witcher school armor looks like in The Witcher 4 with Ciri. Especially like the bear school. You know? Because there's no way they're not giving us Witcher gear in The Witcher 4, right?
Monster tracks.
How long do you think a cat potion lasts right now? Tawny out. Which one's cat? You know what? I am not very thankful that the monster tracks lead underwater. That does not do my heart any favors. I see.
Blood, flesh, digestive juices. Food for its young. Given me no choice. Young specimen. Mother can't be far. A shoe bearing Master Clog's mark. All that's left of the body. Ericus, a venomous one.
I don't happen to have any golden Oriel, do I?
Not good.
Oh my god.
Need a trophy from Michael's brother. Proof of what happened.
And cat's worn off. Yeah, it's kind of funny that like, not funny for the Witchers and all the young boys who got subjected to it, obviously. But it's pretty funny the fact that they meant for the mutagens to deaden their emotions. And pretty much every Witcher that we see actually feels emotions more strongly than a normal person does. Damn, cat makes things look fucking weird in the daylight. You see this shit, Shiro? Hello? Sure, I might have fallen asleep.
Heard you can get food from the Baron's men.
Hello, Mako.
White is good.
He's an arse, not a baron. A bandit, sorry rabble.
That's good.
Try to win them all, but you won't.
What?
Keep watching streams for a little bit.
Greetings.
You gotta know what I pulled today, Mako and Limbus?
I have bad news. An Ericus killed your brother. If it's any comfort, I avenged him.
Comfort? Huh. Of course it's no comfort. Well, what are you still standing there?
No, I prefer porridge and gravy like everybody else.
I'd have paid you if you brought Mickle back alive.
Risked my life.
Here.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Geralt. See, you're a man well
Say, the
travelled,
last round
so
in
tell
the
me.
villages that'll let you poke them. But this ain't no toothless old wench. Young and supple.
I pulled, In the Name of Love and Hatred. Don Quixote, Queen of Hatred.
I heard some lizard had woven its nest there.
Now I just need the ego for it and the Rhodia. Fuck yeah, if I get the Rhodia. The Rhodia one just looks awesome. And I'm really hoping that either... I don't know how long Walpurgis Nacht lasts. Right now it's looking like it's only going to be 2 weeks. But... I'm hoping... that the next Walpurgis Nacht is pretty soon. And we can get, the King of Greed and the, Servant of Wrath in the next one. And that way we can have all 4 of the magical girls. Because if you don't know, the next one will be Library of Runa based. Since this one was, the Limbus Company base. And here's the thing, it was great because it was exactly who I said it would be. Rhodia for the Knight of Despair and Don Quixote for the Queen of Hatred. Oh, there it is.
Blood. Dried. A few days old.
So I'm hoping, and I'm gonna try and call it now. King of Greed, Ishmael. Just because I want another Ishmael. And
Trail's gone cold.
And I think it would be pretty cool to have a yellow Ishmael.
Ask. Maybe someone's seen him. Bloodstains. Months old.
And... yeah... I got some stuff I gotta delete off my phone too. Limbus will not be one of them. I like Limbus Company too much. Probably these Endless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves. since I have them on my PC. And Servant of Wrath. I feel like we've been getting way too many Sinclairs recently, so I'm gonna say Servant of Wrath. Faust. Or maybe Ryoshu. No, Faust. Servant of Wrath, Faust.
Jude! What's brought you?
No, looking for someone named Fulkert. Light-haired halfling. Ring any bells?
Aye.
Mm-hmm. Till he got hurt. Ran across...
It is just as you say. Ventured back into the woods.
So where are his remains?
Didn't go looking. Well, he's too old to go.
Bloodstains in the hut next door.
Ah!
In someone else's hut?
None live there no more, see? And working neath the roof.
Yeah.
What? You know what happened?
Yeah, we've gotten so many Sinclairs.
So long.
You again.
What is this place?
A village?
Abandoned huts is about all I...
Aye.
Right as rain.
So long.
I don't think I will.
Rotting meat.
I don't think Faust gets too many.
Damn it. Light-haired halfling. Must be Fulkert. Ripped open, gutted and drained. No way to determine the cause of death.
I like Faust, though.
Been to your larder.
Master.
Best hope not, or you'll be next to get a hook through your neck.
The wolves killed him. Him and the...
We're old and frail, we've no strength to plough or sow, but we gotta eat. Have pity, master.
Folks say we witchers have no feelings. It's a barefaced lie. Right now, I feel rage, and I can't wait to vent.
Oh, gobble your liver.
Humans.
Strange meat.
Volkert, your apprentice. I know what happened to him.
Out with it. I've gone near daft with worry.
He was... really no gentle way to put this. Cannibals ate him.
Cannibals? A short ride from Novigrad. In Velen, that would be one thing, but here... Gods! You slew them, right? Tell me you killed them.
I did.
He's been avenged. There's that.
I can't even think of when the last... I mean, I'm probably just drawing a blank, but I can't think of the last time Faust had a banner for an ID. For an ego, I can. It was, Dorgantia.
Show us what you're bringing in.
It was Trump.
Oh, he's a war veteran with a library. Help, save me. I'm dying. Poverty. Huh?
Long dead. Damn, Hunters got here first.
Oh, no, I know when it was. Faust got, Mal. Yeah. No, Faust did recently get Mal, that's true.
This house. Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
I can't believe I absolutely forgot about Mal Faust.
My health. It's all I ask for.
You seek someone?
The folk in this city. Racial hygiene.
Eternal fire protects us. What's the witness will come?
Oh, but with a library.
Oh.
Imagine that.
Pretty damn hot. Wonder what this is.
eternal fire protects us. Keeps monsters to
A heart, eh,
My
Bertie?
wife won't believe me when I tell her. Shit.
Life, you gotta take risks and not get fucked.
I think I'll go lie down.
Oh yeah, me and Shira, I don't know if she's back yet. We were talking about the downfall of pirate software earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, she's back.
Blood on your swords.
So,
Whoa!
it's hilarious because I was looking at his fucking game and there was someone who was like legitimately talking about how unfinished it was.
Those sadists ought to change their name now to non-human.
Looking to enlist with the temple.
Witcher, sir! Help a woman in need!
Sick of it all.
What's the problem?
My house. Something haunts it. Will you see what sort of...
Sounds...
Thank you,
Bones ill. Rotten luck.
She's the last of the partners, I'm pretty sure.
Non-humans exhibit those hunters would burn a rainbow.
Tablets after the latest fashion. Get them Not your lucky day. A worthy companion. Spread out!
Don't enjoy being...
Tricked? I only said my house was haunted. I could not know it was hunters.
Except the hunters knew exactly who they were waiting for. Reeks of a trap to me.
Very well. Perhaps I've not been completely candid. Especially as I've no gold for the reward either. Which does not mean you shall walk away empty-handed. Here, a key to a treasure. There are 3 in all. Follow the hunters to find the other 2. I must flee now.
Begone, or I'll inform the hunters.
Youth these days. Remember, dear
One more feast, they'll give you the keys to the city.
You were sweating
I
the swine
asked
in
for
this
fresh fish. What's this? Fresh fish.
What was it happened to Faltus?
Trouble?
What?
Oh!
Wash your hair.
Excuse me. Show me your sword.
Calm down.
Breathe.
A wench on the throne. Not as scary as you think of it. Looking to make some coin too.
That was a pretty lackluster treasure, but it was also a level 11 quest.
What do you see?
Oh,
Hungry since morning. Well, come with a laugh.
The eternal fire protects us. But the witch is sure.
Attracted a woman once, long ago. I was willing to give you one hand for her.
The time of the cleansing has come. The fire shall sear the boils.
So long.
A witcher. Oh, step over here.
Worse it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week. He's trying to cheat us too.
You post the notice?
I did indeed. Hands of Sidaris, mercenary captain. Know of a monster that needs slaying. You interested?
What kind of monster are we talking about?
If only I knew. It was like this. Got Radovid to hire me and my company, but he's been late with the pay the last weeks. And I'll be damned.
Couldn't agree more. But
Yes, yes. We arrived here, encamped. Then it turned out some beast prowls the area. Snatchers cows and the like. Reckoned we should help the local boys. Gerd and Henk never returned. Whatever it was, it got him. Jobs,
awfully noble.
mercenaries, we've our honor
All right.
south of here.
It's worse it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week. He's trying to cheat us too. First I
Hello, Reaper. Ooh, Reaper, could you do me a favor real fast and come here? Oh yeah. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so, yeah, he was talking about how, Pirate Software is basically a,
Claw marks, bite marks, armor ripped to shreds.
Become a locale.
yeah. But not just that, he was talking about how, Pirate Software, how the game's been in development for 10 years, and it's still, like, in the same state it was 5 years ago and unfinished. And Pirate Software has absolutely no intention of, finishing it.
Flying monster. Gripped the second body in its claws. Didn't quite get everything to its nest.
He's using the easiest thing to make it, and he still can't do it.
Yeah. And they were talking about how,
Thread.
he fucking, God, I can't think of the fucking term. How he uses his stream to get people to buy it, and he uses the game to get people to visit his stream. Well, he streams for 15 hours a day and doesn't work on his fucking game. And I'm over here like, I'm working on my game. I don't have any of the coding or anything in it done, because I switched game engines, partially. But the other part of the thing is I work a full-time job, and it's not like I haven't done nothing for the game at all. Like, I've come up with characters, I've come up with lore, I've done a bunch of world building. It's just I haven't done the rest of it. But I also have a full-time job, and I do want to grow my stream still. This. Oh, can you grab the banana liquor and mix it with milk? You should try it. It's good. I just don't want to leave my stream for it. Like, I can show you some of the world building, and I can absolutely talk about my world building for my game. Okay, thank you, bud. Because unlike Pirate Software, of course. Why? I would absolutely. I'll wait for Reaper to come back for it. But I will absolutely talk about my world building and shit. Because I've done a bunch of world building.
Tracks end here.
Ask Shiro. I've
Birds
talked
must
to...
have picked the ground clean, but they've already found the rest of the corpse, probably. All I gotta do is follow the cawing.
Yep, over there. Ask Shiro. I've talked her ear off about it, haven't I, Shiro?
Yep.
Large Griffin.
Because I'll think of something. I mean, I've also done world building for other ideas and projects I have. But, like, my main thing that I've been focusing on... Oh my god. Is my current game is Rendanis. Like, that's the main thing that I've worked on is Rendanis.
Go, go.
And I even, because I'm going to start actually working on the code, I bought a 2 terabyte external hard drive to store the game on. Like, the hard drive that I bought is exclusively for storing the work on the game on. Like, it's going to have, like, the only things it's going to have on it is the actual game file and my lore notes that I'm going to transfer over.
Well, any
Mom.
In that case, I'm grateful. Arch.
Thank you. And in the future, try summoning...
Like,
Longer it lasts, worse it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
my thing is I don't know how to do it, how I want to do it. Like, one of the things is that there are 4 base races in my world. Besides, like, you know, like the more mystical races. Like, the mortal races, there are 4 base ones. There's the humans, elves, dwarves, and, oh god. What I said the last one was? I'd have to look at my notes. I can't remember what I said the last one was.
Learned all the easy to find witches already. I could use a quickie.
Proximo. Picked a peck.
Thanks, bud. I'm trying to think about what my 4th race was that I said were like the base races.
I'm going back upstairs.
Okay. I don't know why I can't think of it. Damn, why can I not think of it? Oh, it was, humans, elves, dwarves, and,
look around some.
Oh, I can't. I want to get reminded by something in this game, and then I'm going to be like, that was it. Humans, elves, dwarves, and... Found it. Yeah, Shiro's still awake, I'm pretty sure. Do you remember what I said the fourth one was, Shiro? It was a less common one. Of the 4 base races for Rendanis. Oh, give me a second. I gotta pull up my notes because I can't even think of what they are. There are more races than what I've written down. These are just the important ones I've written down. So, no, not dragons. Dragons are important, but they're not one of the base races. Kitsune, that's it. Why could I not think of Kitsune? I don't even know why I couldn't think of that. Although I'm not sure if you could consider Kitsune a base race anymore. Because of lore reasons. Yes. Because of lore reasons, I don't know if you could consider Kitsune one of the base races anymore. But they have no progenitor race. So therefore they are a base race. Now, the other races are created through the effects that the aspects had on them. So let me pull this up. Here, I'll show you guys. Not everything's written out because I don't want to write everything out. Here we go. So... humans are, fuck. I don't want to do this, the way that paint. Okay. Here are humans. Humans are going to be H. Then over here, B for beastmen. And beastmen are affected by... don't save. I don't care. I'm just showing... I was just doing that for a visual representation. But beastmen are affected by... where is it? Where are you? Aria. Aspect of nature. The beastmen are affected by Aria, the aspect of nature. Okay. But the base race for beastmen are humans. Now, of course, there are many different clans of beastmen. Too. There's foxes. I know, a bit weird that there are fox beastmen and Kitsune. But there's a difference between between the fox beastmen and Kitsune. Categorically, beastmen all have their legs are that of up to their knee is that of whatever animal. their race is. So a horse beastman will have horse hooves up to their knee, and the horse leg up until their knee. Maybe even higher up for horse beastmen, specifically for the muscles in their legs. But up above their knee typically won't be furred. Rabbits, rabbit beastmen, things like that. There is an exception. If they're a half beastman, they typically have more human-like legs, but they keep a lot of the same traits. Whereas carnivorous beastmen, like creatures that have claws, a lot of their fingernails are actually claws. And they have teeth typically similar to the animals that they are kin to. Like a wolf will have more pronounced canines and sharper teeth, and more sharp teeth. Whereas a rabbit beastman will still have canines because, they're from humans, but they'll have more pronounced herbivorous teeth, and they don't really eat meat. And of course, not all beastmen are stronger than humans. Rabbit beastmen are faster, and their legs are more powerful, but the arm strength, typically, rabbit beastmen are weaker. Elves, it literally says divide it between high elves, wood elves, and dark elves. Elves are one of the weird ones where all the subraces are still considered elves. And there's only 3 types. The high elves are the original elves. The wood elves are affected by Arya, and the dark elves are affected by Laren. Dwarves are a base race. Orcs are humans. They are affected by... Where are you? Noreen. And Havoc. Both aspects of war. But more specifically Noreen, who's the more civilized war. Angel-blooded are affected by both the virtues of humility, patience, these ones. Yes, magic does exist. Every creature has access to magic. These are my notes that I've made using ChatGPT. I just copy-pasted a lot of these. So... do I have my magic thing in here? Calendar, locations, key features. I don't need to read off the magic to know. So everything is capable of magic. Magic actually transfers through an organ in the body. It's a magic processing organ. What it does is it acts similar to a heart, but for magic instead. But magic is in magic is in the air. It's in the ground. It's a constant resource. So magic is a what's the opposite? What's the opposite of a limited resource? An unlimited resource? Yeah. It's an unlimited resource. Because when it's used, it's just recycled back into the cycle. So the magic so typically people take in the magic through their skin, and it travels through veins to the magic processing organ, and then it travels through the veins to be used. So, specifically... And there is actually a limit. So, people have to develop their magic organ to be able to use higher level magics. If they don't use their organ often, or if they only use low level magic, they will not be able to do higher level magic. If they attempt to do higher level magic, it can backlash on them. The higher the level of the magic, the more dangerous the backlash. So if you're just if you get backlash from a very simple spell, like a simple combat spell, it might just, hurt you a little bit. Like, getting slapped or something. But if it's a high level spell and you get backlash from it, it might blow up your surrounding area. Furthermore, everyone is born with a natural element. So the elements are... Do I have that in here? I always... Those are characters. No, I don't. Okay. So, of course, the classic elements, there's fire, water, earth, wind, air, fire, water, earth, air. The 4 classic elements. I'm doing this again. I don't know why I'm doing this again. So, fire, water, earth, air. I don't like this one. Fire at the top. Fire at the top. Water at the bottom. Earth, air. Now, between air and fire, there is lightning. Between fire and earth, there is magma. Between air and water, sorry, I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember what I did here. Ice. There's ice. Between earth and water, nature, which is like plant life. Between air and earth, there is dust. And between fire and water, there's steam. Yep. So those are the elements. Dust and steam don't sound all that impressive at first, until you consider the fact of that both can be very deadly. Now, everyone is born, and then there's also light and darkness magic too, but those are special. So everyone is born with one of those as their main element. They are not necessarily going to have the same element as their parents. Elements are not genetic. So, 2 fire magic users could have a child who's an earth magic user. It has nothing to do with genetics. It's just your natural inclination. You can learn to use magic from the other schools, or the other elements, but it's harder. It is a lot harder to learn, and some people have multiple elements that they're good at. Such as... That's not what I'm looking for. Headmaster Finnegan here. He's going to be a character there. He is a Omnia. What an Omnia is someone who is able to use all elements naturally. There's also people like one of the playable characters, Velvet. She's a she's a tri-element user. She's able to use naturally. Like she knows other elements, but her inclination is ice, water, and air. Now, obviously, she's right there in that trinity. But then you have Malira, who is another one of the characters, who is ice in nature. She can only, and in the game code, she's only going to be able to use ice and nature magic. Now, the difference between Velvet and Malira is Velvet is magic focused, whereas Malira is an archer. So, let's see. Now, I'm going to talk about some other magics, too. Starting with the first 2 special magics. Now, know how I just said that elements are not determined by your genetics? Throw that out the door for these 2. Because light magic and darkness magic you can only use if it's in your bloodline. So, like, Velvet can use darkness magic. She'll never be able to use light magic. Because it's not in her bloodline. Edwin, the main character, he can use both light, darkness, and lightning. Again, he's not a magic focused character, so he only gets to use those. But yeah, so throw out that rule that I literally just said about it not being genetic for those 2. Okay. And then there's another magic. This is also a genetic-only magic. It's called Celestial Magic. And there's only one family that can use it. And it's the children of the Vampire King, who is one of the 3 groups of constants in this world. Because the Vampire King represents night and the night sky. And what's part of the night sky, if not the celestial bodies? So, his children, literally his children, not his children like the ones that he's turned into vampires, but his children that he has had, which he has a lot. He's really old, so he has a lot. Can use celestial magic. Velvet is one of his kids, so she can use it. She's a vampire. Her mother is not a vampire. So she's a pretty powerful vampire, considering the fact that her father is the most powerful vampire. And then finally, the most unique magic is called Unica. Unica magic is unique. That's literally why I called it Unica. I know it's not very creative. But it's unique to the character that it belongs to. They are literally born with this ability. Such as there's a character who can just teleport. Teleportation is a magic, but it's a very drawn out magic usually. This character can just teleport. This character is not a main character in the first game. She will be in later installments. She's actually going to be the main character of her own arc. But she is going to show up. There's also another character who, again, is a major character. She's not a companion, and she's not a villain. Her unique magic is control over poison. Fun fact, one of the major villains is also a Unica. And he has the power over, and he has magic that lets him read minds. He is a villain. I haven't written him yet, but yeah. So, Unica is the most unique magic because it is not passed on by bloodline. It's nothing like that. It's just something that they're born with. And, yeah, I see it. And then there's also things called champions. Which is basically just nope. Whoops. Hit the wrong thing. Alright. I mean, I could. But specifically, I can't. I got thrown off there. What was I talking about? Oh, champions. So champions are specifically people who the specific aspects have given a portion of power to. So, like, the main character, Edwin, bit of a spoiler, is the chosen king of the country of Askel. Chosen king just means... So he has the champion of the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake is the aspect of the country of Askel. Which just means that she is the literal personification of everything that makes Askel. Same with the Red Fox being the aspect of Kaketsune no Kune. Which is the country of Kitsune and Tanuki. The red fox is not the aspect that influences Kitsune, though. That's a different one. Also, though, and people can be the champion of multiple aspects. Now then, there's also and aspects. It really depends on what the aspect wants to do, with how much power they give you. The Chosen King is given 2 swords. They are most definitely not Caliburn and Excalibur. No. Obviously, they're not Caliburn and Excalibur. That's not what they're based off of at all. They are. But, and also, minor foresight. Minor future sight. Not... Almost like a spider sense, think of it. Not enough to tell prophecies, but enough to be like, hey, someone's swinging a sword at me from behind my head. I gotta dodge. Now then, back to races, though. I'm gonna talk about some of the ones that are not influenced by aspects or base races. Starting with fairies. I know, you all thought I was going to go with vampires. No, fairies. Literally, as it says, they're born from aether, which is the purest form of magic. The aether can only be controlled by very few creatures. Omnia also have a minor amount of control over aether, but not to the extent that fairies do. Fairies are one of the only 2 creatures that have full control over aether. I'll talk about the other one in a bit. One of them I do count 2 of them, so we'll talk about them in a second. Now then, vampires. Vampires are created in 2 ways. Either they are true vampires, which means that they were born from between 2 vampires, or they are turned vampires. There's no difference, really, between those. A vampire can be from any race. The Vampire King, while not weakened by the sun, does not like the sun. But his kin, his children, his grandchild, they do. They are weakened by the sun. And the further removed, the more generations between the Vampire King and vampires, the weaker they become by the sun. Because the vampires are the antithesis of the sun. Because they are quite literally the creatures of night.
Good night.
Good night. Vampires are what happens when a vampire has a child with a non-vampire. They can either be born to a vampire mother or a mortal mother. Their mother race can be any race. Mako says goodnight too. Dragons. All of them are descendants of true dragons. While their mother races might have been created by aspects, their fathers, the father race, the true dragons, were not. And I'll get into the true dragons. The phoenixes are descendants of the true phoenixes. There's only 2 true phoenixes. Now, unlike most phoenix stories, the other phoenixes can die 5 times. But they are strong under the sun and they are weakened at night. Because phoenixes are the representatives of the sun and daytime. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess you could count ghouls too, because ghouls are created by vampires in a specific way. Now then, let's talk about the true phoenixes. They're immortal, representatives of the sun. Hiyang and Yangye are the names of the true phoenixes. And they're literally soulmates. Like, they were literally made for each other. I gotta fix how this is laid out here. Now, talking about the true dragons. We're gonna actually start from the youngest to the oldest. With the water dragon, Yonshin. He is the youngest true dragon. He looks like an Eastern dragon. You know what they look like. He created the Eastern dragons and Leviathans. Those are his children races. There is Hofjarn, the Earth dragon. The only true dragon that does not have wings. And he is literally so big in his dragon form that he could be mistaken as a mountain. Hell, he's so big in his shapeshift form because the true phoenixes and the true dragons can shapeshift. That he's mistaken as a giant. And his progeny, his children, are the drakes and the worms. Which the worms are the biggest of the non-true dragons. The air dragon, Salik, he's the smallest. He's still bigger than pretty much every other species of dragon, though. And he created wyverns and amphithers. Which, if you don't know what an amphither is, it's, think of a snake with wings. That's a good idea. Then we have the fire dragon, Golsiax, who created Western dragons and hydras. He is, he looks basically the same as a Western dragon. Now, why did I make him make hydras too? Because hydras can breathe fire. Like, I am sick and tired of hydras being said to be water dragons. Because no, they're not. Have you ever read The Legend of Hercules? The Lemmian Hydra had fire breath and was, and a poison bite. Hydras are not water dragons. And now then, the Aether Dragon. He's the oldest dragon. He is the father of the fairy dragons, which he literally fathered with the Fairy Queen, who is his wife, basically, or closest to a wife a dragon and the fairy could be. And also the Kirins. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Cronger. And also the Kirins, which he made directly without any other mother species. He literally formed them from Aether. And so, the only other species that can manipulate Aether similar to fairies are the children of the Aether Dragon Cronger. The fairy dragons, who are basically just fairies that are also dragons. The name is quite literal. And the Kirins. Yeah. Yeah, that's a, like, rough estimate, and, like, that's not even all the lore I've gotten. Like, I'm working on an entire, language model, too. I am not a linguist, by the way, so my language model might be absolute shit. So do not hold out hope. But the villainous organization has their name based in this language model I'm using. I forgot to do this. There we go. Yeah, the villainous organization has their name based in this language model that I'm making. I don't know if I'm gonna fully go through it because it's an ancient dead language. So I might only just make enough to make it be like, oh yeah. I am trying, and that's more than most people can say. Well, I found that.
That's it, Roach.
Not so fast, Roach.
Giddy up.
Not letting me sprint. But yeah, the villainous organization in this has their name based in the language model, and I'm pretty sure I said that the villainous organization aims to destroy the aspects, which I've also said is basically a fool's journey, because basically unless it's a man-made aspect, like a country's aspect, destroying it means wiping out the concept of whatever it is. So like, if you wanted to destroy the aspect of war, you would have to destroy the entire concept of war. If you wanted to destroy the aspect of summer, you would have to somehow destroy the entire concept of summer. But I can't tell you what the name means. I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now, because I wrote it down and I haven't expanded too much on it yet, beyond like the basics of it. But its name means war against the gods. Yeah. It's like, yeah, sure, you might be able to destroy the Red Fox or the Lady of the Lake. But the aspect of pride? The aspect of death? Of murder?
That's it, Roach.
Because yes, there is just as there are good aspects, there are bad aspects as well. Literally, if it is a concept, there's an aspect for it. And that means that there's the aspect of there's aspects of theft, murder. Any crime that you can commit has an aspect.
Show me what you got.
Oh, well, yeah, it would be beneficial to get rid of those ones. You can't. They're literally created by humans. Those aspects are actually probably human nature aspects. I call it human nature aspects, but it'd be better to call it mortal nature. There's elves and dwarves and kitsune and angel-blooded and the devil-blooded, and all of them are just as guilty of those as anyone else.
Miles and miles and miles.
I did this on purpose.
Slow down. Whoa.
Hey, yeah.
What are you doing, you damn horse? But then there's also ones that are like just constants, like summer, winter, fall, nature, mystery.
I want to look around some.
They exist regardless of if mortals do or not. And like, not everyone who joins the villainous organization that I'm talking about is evil. Some of them have legitimate reasons to want to get rid of the aspects. It's just, no matter what reason you have, or like, here's the other thing, like, people might think, oh yeah, getting rid of the aspect of death, making it so that no one ever dies again. That sounds like such a good idea. Yeah. Like, the aspects of life, death, and undeath are considered sister aspects. They are all represented by by 3 women who look very similar to each other, but each has a difference. Life has vibrant green hair, like the leaves on a tree, and golden eyes. Death has pale white hair that and sickly green eyes. Undeath has pale green hair. And dark red eyes. But their faces all look the same. Because they are all parts of the cycle of life and death. And they actually share a champion. one champion has all three powers of life, death, and undeath. And it is her job to make sure that those who are undeserving of undeath return to the cycle. Those who break the sanctity of life are granted death. And those who do not deserve death remain alive. Now, of course, it's one person. So she can't, because yes, the champion of life, death, and undeath is a woman. But she can't necessarily help everyone and be everywhere and stop everything. But she does a really good job at it. It's like, unlike in a lot of things, life, death, and undeath are not enemies. No, because that's just how their rules work. So there's the existence of cosmic aspects as well. So there's the three main aspect tiers that most aspects fall under. And then there's the cosmic aspects, which is what order, chaos, life, death, undeath, time, space all fall under.
Might want to look around some.
And the three sisters are life, death, and undeath are uniquely powerful. Even among the ultra powerful aspects of cosmic aspects. And so, as a rule, there can only be one champion for them. They can't spread their powers out. This is a rule about that they agreed with with order. The aspect of order. Because there's a difference between justice and order. Justice has to do with mortal rules. Order does with the rules of the universe, the world. Like the law of gravity is something order uses. Oh, one of the major antagonists of this is one of the aspects of chaos. So aspects can be split between masculine and feminine. It has nothing, and the masculine and feminine has nothing to do with whether or not they're good or evil. Like, the masculine aspect of summer is basically all the bad things about summer, whereas the feminine aspect is all the good things. Yeah. Or, like... I can't use war, because that's a bad... that's another one. Or like the aspect of... the masculine aspect of pride is all the good things about pride.
Turn back or go forth.
Whereas... Dude, how the fuck is this the edge? Whereas the feminine aspect of pride is all the bad things. Now, not everything has a masculine and feminine too. Like order only has is only a female. Life and death and undeath are all female by nature. Not by nature, but they choose to show up as that way. Because again, they're the concepts of it. So they exist outside of that scope. They could honestly appear as male even too, but they choose to be female. Now, chaos though has a masculine and a feminine. The masculine form of chaos is the bad one.
I want to look around.
The feminine is the good one. And there are two types of creatures that come out of chaos. There are demons and daemons. Such as succubi and incubi are daemons, not demons. Which means they come from the feminine aspect of chaos. Now, goblins can be either demons or daemons. And there is a noticeable difference between the two. The daemon goblins can have dark green skin. Their faces are more rounded. And they typically have, like, gold eyes.
Show me what you
Whereas demon goblins have light green to yellow skin, and they have dark red eyes. A dark red is not a bad trait, because vampires have that too, and vampires are not necessarily bad. It all depends on the individual for most cases, except for demons. Demons are evil. They exist to spread chaos, to destroy, to basically make everyone's lives worse. Daemons, on the other hand, are not evil. Some of them could be. They're closer to the other mortal races. Succubi, in this world, succubi don't feed on vitality. They feed on emotion. Specifically good emotions. Like, pleasure is one of them, of course. And many succubi choose to do pleasure. But others choose to do other emotions. Now, of course, all succubi are very attractive. So are incubi. And some of them do choose to just go the pleasure route and try and get their sustenance from that. But there's also ones who get it from satisfaction. Like one of the teachers in this world. She is a succubi who gets her nutrition, who gets her needs of emotion from the satisfaction people get from the satisfaction other teachers have from teaching students well and students getting good grades and things like that. And that's how she gets her fill. Of course, we're going to meet succubi who do it the classic way too, and incubi. But yes, there's a very big difference between daemons and demons in this world. And pretty much every daemon hates demons. Oh no, Edwin will be a champion, too. He is the chosen king, so... Oh yeah, no, that can happen. If they're half demon... well, let's just say that typically the mother or father was not a willing participant. I don't know where this thing is. But if they're half daemon, typically daemons, like half succubi exist. And you can figure out where those come from. Pretty. Same with half incubi. Incubi and succubi are the same race, by the way. Succubi can have male children that become incubi. Usually those ones are from people willing to do such acts. Now, a half demon does still feel an urge to destroy and stuff, but it's typically controllable.
Might want to look around some.
I don't know. I don't know where this is. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yeah. And of course, there's another thing. Someone can be a half aspect. Aspects can either be impregnated or impregnate. Because aspects are basically gods. Hell, some people even worship them, they just don't derive their power from being worshipped. The most common are, surprise, surprise, the aspects of lust has the most half aspects. Half aspects are relatively powerful.
Fucking bastard! Get him! Come on!
But they also typically lean into their more whatever path they're in. Like, children born to the aspect of summer are pretty much all guaranteed to have either the power to naturally be able to use fire or magma magic. I know I said it's not bloodline thing, but you know, aspects kind of bend the rules a little bit. It could be possible. Phoenixes are shapeshifters. But most of the time, phoenixes will not mate with, beings outside of their kind. They're not like vampires or dragons, where they'll mate with whatever. Oh, vampires won't even mate with whatever. Vampires are very obsessive. If they fall in love with you, they are in love with you. Now, vampires are also very much polyamorous. Like, the idea of only having one significant other in your long life to them is foreign. Because vampires, unless they are killed, are immortal. Phoenixes, though, can live typically about 500 years and then die. And then are reborn. And they can do that 5 times. Now, if they're killed early in that cycle, yes, they will be reborn early and have less time. But typically a phoenix will live 500 years, die, be reborn, and then live another 500 years. And they'll do it with their mate. So while, yeah, by all accounts, for most species, the ideas of phoenixes are... I could very much make a phoenix that did have that did take another wife, or just had a one-night stand with a woman. Or a man. But yeah, that is one of the downsides of being a vampire, is the curse of obsession. Vampires even have it too, although not nearly as bad as a vampire does. Hell, the Vampire King himself has multiple wives. Most of them vampires. He has 3 that aren't vampires right now, including one of them is Velvet's mother. For the simple fact that vampires don't like abandoning their lovers. Especially ones that they've had children with. Dragons are also kind of that way too, though. But dragons are more just willing to sleep around. Dragons are closer to the bestial nature than vampires or phoenixes are. Granted, they're not beasts. They're highly intelligent creatures. And they live typically around the same length as a phoenix does after using all 5 of its life. Most species of dragons. Some of them are shorter lived, some of them are longer lived. Fairy dragons are basically immortal. Hydras and worms can only live around 1,000 years. Yeah, a dragon can literally mate with whoever. Half dragons are very common. All dragons are shapeshifters. Except for hydras. And worms and wyverns. Hydras worms, and wyverns are not shapeshifters. Those are the only 3 species of dragons that cannot shapeshift. Or refuse to. Wyverns are very prideful. And so they might just not shapeshift out of pride. They might... I haven't decided yet. Hydras can't because of their multiple heads. It is literally an issue with the multiple heads. But yeah, half-dragons are extremely common. Typically, half-dragons aren't all that noticeable. They don't have wings. They look very similar to whatever their mother race is. Or father race. But it's more often male dragons mating with another race instead of female dragons. Male dragons have a very high libido. So do female dragons too, but it's less so. And typically they'll just seek out a male dragon. Half hydras are rare for the non-shapeshifting thing. So are half worms for the non-shapeshifting thing. Worms cannot shapeshift. Or they choose not to. Because they spend the majority of their lives underground. Because worms like to eat... worms like to eat precious metals and precious gems. Now, they kind of come out like corn.
I want to look around some.
So there are some people who make it their entire career digging through worm shit. Yeah. So half hydras and half worms are pretty rare. Half wyverns have happened. But most of the time no one knows how they happen because, again, wyverns either can't or refuse to shapeshift because of the pride. Another thing, so the technology level is roughly scattered. So they do have long-range communication devices similar to cell phones. And they do have basically cell phone towers. Now they use aether waves, that's what they're called. I don't know where I'm running to. Okay. But yeah. Or like, and there are like computers too. But again, they're not like what we have. Computers are still a very burgeoning technology. Either pretty much only the ultra wealthy or state organizations have them. And a lot of countries are similar to feudalism. Like the country of Ascal runs off of a nobility system.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Where it's split between, and control of the regions is split between 5 families. Now, of course, there are lesser nobles who serve under the families, but there's 5 main families. There's 2 ducal houses, 2 marquis houses, and the royal family. The royal family is weird, though, because there is no king in Askel until a chosen king is named.
You're not growing any younger, Grimmest. You must pass your knowledge on.
I'm no trout that must get to its spawning ground.
Witcher?
I shall do what I please. Now leave me be. Fruitogrip.
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spickerog with you?
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. If you think I'll simply betray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and...
Can I convince you?
Oh, gods. The way I'm prepared.
Well...
Get off your...
All right.
If you...
So, like, okay. Let's, But there's also, their prosthetics are a lot more advanced than what we have. So a lot of our prosthetics either work off muscle control or they're manual prosthetics that you have to set. The prosthetics in this world are, I was talking about the royal family and I switched over to prosthetics. The prosthetics of this world work off of the mana veins. And so basically they connect the prosthetics. The prosthetics are basically permanent. And they're connected to... Not everyone can get these. They're fairly expensive. But they're connected to the mana veins and you use your mana to move them. And it basically is the same amount of mana that you would use to move your limbs naturally anyway. So it's not like an inconvenience for the person who needs them. So they're fairly advanced prosthetic-wise. Now going back to the families, you got the 2 ducal houses, the 2 marquis houses. The 2 ducal houses control the north and the south. The 2 marquis houses control the east and the west. The east is a major merchant family. The west guards the forest that houses the lake that houses the lady.
That's how you earn respect in Skellige.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mute.
A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Protects, guards, maintains the forest, all of that stuff. They're basically the spiritual leaders of Askel. The North guards against the barbarians to the north. because there are barbarians to the north of Askel, in the mountain range. Whereas the southern ducal house guards against... I could be wrong. I could be mistaking where the ducal houses are. I don't think I am, though. But the southern one guards against the demons, because there's a demon waste bordering the south of Askel. Now, the royal family sits in the center of Askel, and they are headed by the prince or princess elect. Not elect. Something else. I can't remember what it was. It's not crown prince. It's not crown princess. It's not prince elect or princess elect. It's something else. Prince or princess regent. That's it. And they are the de facto head of Askel, and they control the majority of the country.
Grandmist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my
Now, next, there's the Chosen Kings. So there's been three Chosen Kings in the history of Askel, with Edwin being the fourth. The first Chosen King was the founder of Askel. He was chosen by the Lady of the Lake.
Manipulating the weather is not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill.
And given the two swords of his kingship. And he defended Askel against the demons from the south at his time. He led armies. His wife, his queen, was...
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me.
Was a very powerful warrior queen who fought along his side. The second king of Askel is the most... the first king of Askel's family is the current royal family. His descendants are the current royal family. Because he's the only king that had children. He's the only king that died of old age so far. The second king of Askel was chosen during a time when Askel was facing economic and God, what is it called? Agricultural hardship. And he's nicknamed the Farmer King because of it. He basically pulled Askel from the brink of collapse, making sure that there were crops to eat and that the money was back flowing where it needed to flow. Before he was able to marry and have children or anything like that, he was murdered by some upstart nobles who thought, oh, if we can kill the Chosen King and we can overthrow the government of Askel, we can rule this revitalized country. Because he was not a warrior. He was chosen for his administration abilities. Yeah. He was stabbed in the back still because he could have killed all the assassins himself had he been aware that they were there. Because the lady still gives you some type of martial training experience so that you can use the swords effectively if you need to, because they're more than just a symbol of the kingship. They are weapons of war. Now, the third king is, in my opinion, the most interesting of the three. He was chosen to help defend against the barbarians of the north. And he wiped them out. Like, they're still recovering their numbers from how badly he beat them. And that was 300 years before the game starts. Like, He was just that good. And after he finished wiping out the barbarians, he was not good at administration at all. He was chosen specifically because he was what Ascal needed to defend against the barbarians. Well, he fell in love with the Lady of the Lake, and instead of growing old, he walked into the lake and became her eternal guardian. He basically ascended. Because he loved the Lady of the Lake that much. And so he didn't have any children. Because,
Animal sacrifice.
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent?
No, him and the lady just never had children. They could still. But they've never done it. He's basically a semi-aspect at this point, though.
Skuka, Swarm, Fatna, Hala!
It's starting.
He is...
Lots of them. Storm, damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
Will you go see?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I shall gladly have it to help him with...
Watch it!
Because yes, I am a romantic at heart. Now, Edwin's a bit different, because of course, his thing is that he is to protect Ascal from its current threat, which is the evil organization targeting aspects. Oh, and demons too. Barbarians not so much. They're still kind of reeling from the last Chosen King. Honestly, they'll still probably be reeling for the next 200 years in-game. So you might not ever even see the barbarians. You probably will.
Hang your head from my saddle.
There were actually 3 romance options. Main romance options.
Pulling on the leaf still. Someone picked the bloom recently. Another?
Grimmist has sent countless young druids into the forest. One of our novices, Ramondus.
Listen.
Why not?
Flower. And petals.
And when I say there were main romance options, I mean literally you don't have a choice.
Hoofprints. The bipeds.
I did make it a harem game because partially because I couldn't choose between them. Partially you know what? I'm gonna ignore that.
What a grotesque creature.
Partially because I like pissing off the people who are like, I hate harem slop. Harem slop is bad.
Oh, no. Oh, stop, please. Haha. Oh, this is great. No, stop.
Get fucked, tourists.
Please.
That's what I say.
Stop it, that tickles. Two can play this game, you horny goat woman.
Unhand him, hellish creature. Ramond, step away from her.
Calm down. I've not been harmed. I came here.
You don't know what you're saying. She's cast a spell on you.
Nonsense. I need no spell. These boys come here themselves. In fact, I must use magic to drive them away. Make them go home. Only Ramond was nice, so I let him stay.
I see through your eyes. Your wretched charm.
I don't see any reason to kill her. She's a monster, sure, but a sentient one, and basically harmless.
No such thing. Just as there's no dry water, no cold fire. But if you'll not help...
I'd advise against it.
I will return. With one who does not carry a sword for show.
Why did you take my side? I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't generally couple with witches. Especially not out of gratitude.
Tell me why not. Is it the scars?
I detest when a man smells of blood. You witches always...
You're right. But unlike fiends in shorts, you...
have ample breasts and a pretty face. I know. Their lack of these attributes. Is that what makes them easy to kill?
It's a bit more complicated than that. But never mind. Can't think of another way you can repay me. I'm looking for Pimpernel.
I shall take you myself. And you, Ramond, go pick some more violets. Just the indigo ones this time.
Indigo? You mean blue?
No. Indigo is indigo. Men.
Why you need all these flowers?
Nosy, aren't you? Wait and see. Pretty, don't you think? Bellflowers, violets, kingcups, pimpernels. I must pick some edelweiss. Take one, but no more. I've put a lot of work into making this cavern cozy.
Rare smile upon you.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think Geralt's ever killed a succubus. Not canonically. Mostly because I don't think canonically he has. I think game-wise, yeah, he has, because people choose to. But the ones that choose to are kind of stupid. Like, he's killed plenty of vampires.
Breath's downright flammable. Cyclops won't bother me anymore. Can look around peacefully now. Distilling recipes. Parchment's a little faded, but legible.
Mash in the evaporator, light fire, cool the condenser. Right lever, then left.
Got lucky. Bit of mash left. Here's where the mash go. Done. Now to boil the mash. Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down.
Right, and then left.
Well, well. Turns out I'm quite the distiller.
Yeah, he's never killed a higher vampire. Dettlaff would be the first one. But he didn't actually kill Dettlaff, too.
This winter. Half the hives on Speaker Road failed to last until
Not that higher vampires are impossible to stop. It's just you really can't pay a Witcher to kill them because the Witchers can't kill them.
Did everything you asked.
Phenomenal, my boy.
The sooner the better.
The ritual is only for members of the innocent.
As you...
Aye, as the...
Guess the ritual's...
Gert, I thought I told you to
Smirkle, Smirkle. Let the boy have some.
Fine.
Don't you think you ought...
Once I'm sober, we'll get nowhere on account of my... Let's start with ingesting toxins.
I've practiced a lot.
I'll make learning my secret method easier. Look, you take the potion.
Who said old age is a burden?
What do you want now?
Got any?
I do.
Still, I don't have any white gold. Where the fuck can I get white gold from? White gold. What's your 3? No way. I need some fucking cherry cordials. My God.
See ya.
I'd prefer...
Blooms are late. There are very few bees.
Fierce frosts we had this winter. Half the hive.
Oh, so there's a difference between higher vampires and higher vampires in the Witcher universe. Higher vampires
Don't eat so much.
includes higher vampires are split between higher vampires and higher vampires. It's very funny. Here, I'll go to bestiary. Oh, I gotta clean out my bestiary. So, lesser vampire Ekimara. Lesser vampire Catechins. No, wait. Catechins are actually... Never mind. Sorry. Catechins are higher vampires. Pretty sure, actually. I don't have all the vampires. There's Bruksha, which are higher vampires. Alps, which are higher vampires.
Greetings.
The Witcher.
I'll be... What's...
Okay. Nice.
Thanks for...
Yeah. Geralt has never killed a higher vampire as far as I know. I'll make a few. I think I only need one.
This your fine, but ain't nothing like it. They smear your ass with...
Did you sever his head?
Out of a chance.
Detloff being the exception, I guess.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
You could also call higher vampires true vampires. Well, he's never really beaten one either. He doesn't really run into higher vampires all that often.
Are you a wizard?
Ooh. Like, he'll run into Brusha and...
Wait and see, cunt.
Alps.
I'll carve your mug so not even a blind man will put his cock anywhere near it.
I'll do the cutting. You come any closer.
What's going on here?
Fuck all to do with you. Piss off.
Lady doesn't feel like talking to you.
I can handle this.
Shut your trap.
I can make him leave.
I'm lost. Is he in the scenario?
Scenario?
Stop spoiling our funnel.
Oh, great.
Let me get out of your way. Just be fun.
Idiots role-playing in the middle of the street.
Well,
Fresh out of them. I need some.
Let us live.
You want to hear him say, God, a man off the fresh...
Rum supper I never refuse. They say some witches fine.
Greetings.
Greetings, girl.
Listen.
Oh, god damn it. Wasted so much money on that. Oh god. Oh. Do not make another Earth-Sign crossbow.
So long.
Okay.
No. Oh, fuck. Don't write it.
Oh. Oh.
Drink for it's nearly nuts.
That's all quite dead.
Careful, scamp. This is no regret. Put your back last.
Yeah, so he's like 60, 50s, 60s in the books. And this is like, he's like in his 90s here in the game. Because yes, the game does happen pretty well off after the books. Ciri's in like her 30s. Or would be. Without all the dimension hopping. I think that's fucked with her age a little bit.
Think I got scabies.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Vesemir's like in his 300s.
Ooh.
Gotta ask.
No. Bet that it...
Think you got...
You should. Thank you.
Ever heard of preventive arse whooping?
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't.
Sergeant. Find some... Witcher. Open the door.
I'm skipping through these now because I've done them all already.
Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Oh my god. so much. It takes so many tickets to level up from 1 to 55. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. We need a new tier of ticket.
We stand.
We need a ticket tier 5.
Less time.
As you wish.
Your Imperial Ma-
I did not have you brought. I gave you. I hope. It's a different. Listen to you.
I'm just skipping through because.
This.
Can you?
The dandelion.
Good luck.
Yes.
The detail.
Wouldn't.
That was. This.
So.
Oh, and get.
Don't worry.
Take care.
Wait. Probably better if you keep it.
I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse. So he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist.
Emir's a fucking jackass. I'll be right back.
The Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forked tail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down.
Yeah.
Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put this? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert...
So where is everything?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
There's a chest here. It's pretty hard to get to. I'm just trying to remember how to get to it. Trying to remember where it is too, partially. Damn it. That's not it. That's also not the chest I'm talking about. Nope, still none of these. That's what I'm looking for. I'll know it when I see it. Aha. Should be. Damn it. Can I just jump up here? Nope. Messed up the jump. Nope. Damn it. Wait, can I just do this? Is this actually easier? No. Oh, hey, here's the bed. I think. Pretty sure that's the bed Yennefer threw out. Am I jumping at the wrong corner? I sure hope not. No, that's right. God damn it. I know it's there. Okay. Damn it. I'd love to just jump here. It's literally there. I can see it. Imagine I'm going to the wrong spot, too. I don't think I am. Yeah, I'm gonna... No, can't be this over here, because... Yeah, it can't be over here. It has to be that one. There's an invisible ledge there, and I'm just missing it. I overshot it there. It's right at that window. Unless they got rid of it in a patch. They literally might have gotten rid of it. That's so annoying. I know it was there.
Leaking again. Damn it. God damn it! You piece of shit!
Uh-oh. You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well,
Why is that?
because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
You got
No. Actually, I fear you'd have...
pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now.
Fine. What do
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid. The other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from my...
All right, I'll
Yes. As you saw, my megascope's acting up. In rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby.
All right. Potesta.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it first. Spare me. Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
Okay.
Those notes I found at Kaer Morhen. Seems Reynold's diagrams are the missing link. Should know enough to craft that armor now.
Well, that's not the quest I was on. Okay. Night, Mako. I'm gonna be ending stream soon anyway.
The old signal tower. It'll be nothing but a pile of rubble soon. Might want to look around some. A portal. Power cell's missing. Need to look around. Right. Now to activate it. Port's open, but it looks unstable. Guess one cell's not enough.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. That was that was fair. Okay, well, I'm just gonna call it there. Oh, that's embarrassing. We're just gonna raid someone. I'm looking.